Oh, are you sitting down, Eddie?
I am.
We got new lyrics.
What?
We got new lyrics. Feels like the end is near, but ramblers never fear. Jerry, Eddie, and Phyllis the game. Kicking cats and taking names. Jerry's a retro gaming guy. Eddie's harmonica will make you cry. Teacher Jory, your eyes will twinkle. Shout out to Bishop Bullwinkle. Lower the cage, let's get rough. So ain't that tough enough? The best of the present of the past. All while kicking cancer's ass. No need to go too long. Shut up and enjoy the song. Reap the whirlwind. Reap it! That is from Rock Wildcat 626.
Wow.
What lyrics. Man, just...
Did Wildcat bring it? Wildcat brought it. It was brought by Wildcat.
Feels like the end is near, but the Ramblers never fear. Jerry and Eddie will finish the game kicking ass and taking names. Or taking ass and kicking names.
Finish the game. Is that a Young Guns 2 reference?
He does a Young Guns 2 reference. We have a taking ass and kicking names, Guardians of the Galaxy reference.
Like it.
We have the harmonica. We have a shot of Bishop Bullwinkle. We get a little bit. It's lower the cage. Tough enough. The fabulous Thunderbirds get a shout out.
Wow. That's a work of art. That's a work of art.
Hey, do we just encase it in glass?
We might have to.
What we do with that? Welcome to the Ramble, everybody. A geek's guide to pop culture. We're the geeks. I'm comedian, cancer fighter, like you heard in the song, video gamer, streamer, podcaster. Namely comedian Jerry Rocha, right there, over there.
Comedian,
the one and only.
Podcaster, drinker of milkshakes.
Milkshake drinker.
That's milkshake drinker.
Street fighting man.
Street fighting man.
Eddie Pence.
Eddie Pence.
Best fast food milkshake you've ever had. Eddie,
you know what? There was
the floor is yours.
Okay. They don't do it anymore.
We don't normally do this on the Ramble. So you're really getting something special.
I'm on the spot right now.
By the way, Ramble 436, and Eddie's going to tell us the best fast food milkshake ever had. While Eddie's thinking about this, subscribe to the Ramble. Give it a 5-star rating and a positive text review. Thank you to the Podderation Podcast for hosting us. Check out all their great podcasts. You can email us, ramble@theramblepod.com, or on Instagram at Podcast Ramble, YouTube on the Ramble Tube, where you can see our lovely faces. We have merch, our TeePublic page. Scissor Lord is our king of the mountain right now. 5-star rating, positive text review.
Scissor Lord.
Keep them coming. Today we're gonna geek out about I'm gonna geek out about that new Marvel Rivals video game.
Okay, I gotta go. I have to go get my geek out thing, but I'll get it while you're doing that.
We are going to have a triple threat match. Between which is the best soundtrack: Aliens, Predator, or Terminator 2. Whew! And
we're talking about scores. We're not talking about sound. You Could Be Mine is not part of this discussion.
If we're talking sound, it's score. If it was
talking about score. Yeah.
It's Predator with Little Richard. I'm sorry, no offense to Guns N' Roses, but gonna tell Aunt Mary about Uncle John. He claims he has a miss, but he has a lot of fun. Oh, baby.
Yeah,
that's the one.
So we're going score, not soundtrack.
Yes, especially when Mac loses his fucking mind at the end. Look at having some fun tonight. Good night. He starts singing the Little Richard song. Long Tall Sandwich, Built for Space, she got everything Uncle John needs. I'm having some fun tonight. Oh, God. Is that one of the most underrated meltdowns in movie history, Mac? Just losing his mind?
It might be one of the all-timers as far as meltdown goes.
I'm going to say it. Bill Duke should have been nominated best of him, as much as we talk about Carl Weathers deserving it, throw Bill Duke in there for Mac and Predator. He deserves.
Should Predator have swept the Oscars that year?
should have every acting category just been Predator. Just everyone in Predator. We're gonna give you the finger bang song of the day too. There's that as well. So here we go.
Okay.
It's a big
best
one. So
fast food milkshake.
But we're going to begin our Ramble 436 with the best fast food milkshake that Eddie Pence has ever had.
I've ever personally had.
I'm not really a milkshake. I like milkshakes.
Yeah.
but I've never really sought them out. Does that make sense? If you put one in
Sure,
front of me,
sure,
fuck
sure,
yeah.
sure,
So
sure.
I'm very partial to the McDonald's vanilla and chocolate. I think they're wonderful. I think if I had to pick one, so I'll make it easy so you can just really
Yeah.
school me here. If you get what I
Sure.
mean, like I'm just
Sure.
going to.
Sure.
I'm basically the guy saying my favorite Beatles song is "I Want to Hold Your Hand," and you're
Sure.
like, let's
Easy.
go deeper, right? Let's go
go
deeper.
little.
So I'm gonna say I'm a fan of the Frosty from Wendy's.
Frosty's
Big
mighty
fan of
good.
the
I don't
Wendy's
classify it as a
Frosties.
milkshake though. If you can't drink it through a straw, I don't classify it as a milkshake.
Okay.
It's an
Okay.
ice
I
cream
like that.
treat.
All right.
It's an ice cream treat. I
Okay.
believe.
I like that. All right.
I don't
Okay.
quite classify it as a milkshake, but yes, it is very good.
So I chose okay.
Back, yeah, it chose okay. It's good.
All right. Okay.
There was you're from the South. I grew up on the East Coast where we had
Yeah.
Hardee's. We had it was called Hardee's, which is now owned. It's sort of
Carl's
West Coast
Jr.?
is West Coast is Carl's Jr.
Yeah.
East Coast is Hardee's, right?
That's
The
right,
South
that's
is
right.
Hardee's, I guess. When I was growing up, I don't think they were the same company. I think Carl's Jr. bought Hardee's or something like that.
Ah.
And Hardee's used to have a completely different menu. It wasn't the Carl's Jr. menu. They sold hot dogs. They had
Shit.
some of the best fried chicken you could get at a fast food restaurant.
What
I'm
is
talking
this?
it rivaled KFC. It was up there.
I believe there was a Hardee's somewhere in Texas that I would hit while going to Laredo to see drive past. But I don't think I ever went in. Now I regret
They
every
had
moment of it.
this was back in like the 80s and 90s. Because I think
Yeah,
in like the 2000s, that's when all Carl's
They
Jr.
sold
Hardee's
out.
became the same. Came
Right.
the same restaurant, just different
Right.
names.
Right.
Hardee's had some of the best fried chicken. The fucking
Oh.
best fried chicken. There was a
I love good
Hardee's
fried chicken, man. Jeez.
near my college. There was a Hardee's, and what I would do is on a Monday, I would walk over there. I'd buy like a 12-piece of chicken, like a bucket, like it was like a box. I would eat a couple pieces, go home, throw it in my little college fridge, and just have cold fried chicken for like 3 straight days.
And it was brilliant.
Fucking good, so fucking good. It was the best
do
cold
you
fried
everything?
chicken.
Do you white meat and dark, or do you just dark?
I do
just
both.
White?
I
do both.
don't see color
See, I do.
when it comes to chicken.
I am a fucking Jim Crow racist when it comes to chicken. It's got to be white meat chicken for me.
You don't like the dark?
I don't like the dark meat. It's too gamey for me. You know what I mean?
So-
it's too squishy. Does that make
It's
sense?
a little, it's juicier for sure.
It's
The white meat's a little more
squishier,
dry.
Too
Sure.
squishier and juicier. I like the drier.
But Hardee's used to have, like nowadays, these fast food restaurants, they've all gone to the thing where they have like the ice cream, you put it in the ice cream mixer and it mixes it
Yeah,
up.
sure.
Like the old days, McDonald's just had the pour it into
Yeah.
the cup. It was already pre-mixed.
The soft serve kind of shit.
The soft serve. So now all these places have sort of done this, have taken after and copied each other with these milkshake things. But like, if you have to go today, I would go Fat Burger. That's probably one of the better milkshakes.
But
Because they're still
old school Hardee's.
Old school Hardee's had the best fucking chocolate
Wow.
milkshake.
Okay.
I don't know what it
flavor
was.
of Fat Burger do you go? If you go Fat Burger now.
I kind of like going. I've been on a big vanilla kick the last year or two. Vanilla shake.
That's some good shit.
I like chocolate, but as far as shakes go, I've been on a vanilla kick. And
I like that.
and Fat Burger still does the hand scoop ice cream, throws in the cup
Yes.
and mixes it up. So
Now-
right now, currently Fat Burger. In the 90s, Hardee's.
Is Eddie Money Shakin' the only song to listen to while eating it?
I don't know how you even make a milkshake without playing Eddie Money Shaking.
Oh, let through my fingers.
I don't know how you even
Is
begin to
that
make
an
a milkshake.
underrated Eddie Money gem? Look, they're all great. We're not.
They're all
we're-
great.
You're
He's
not
Eddie
gonna
Money.
hear- you're not gonna
Eddie
hear
effing Money.
Eddie fucking Money.
It's Eddie fucking Money.
That's where Seth Rollins took it from. Eddie
Yeah.
fucking Money. Man, well here we got. So that's great. Now we're schooled.
That's
Fat
settled.
Burger if
That's
you can.
settled.
Hardee's if you can get into a time machine.
Fucking, you know what sucks? In-N-Out milkshake bites ass. In-N-Out milkshake can suck a dick. I'll tell you that right now.
Can we geek out,
Geek out.
Eddie? Now, I did something I'm quite ashamed of. It took me
Okay.
2 months, however
Okay.
long this game has existed, for me to hop
Sure.
on. But oh my God, Marvel Rivals! Oh my fucking God! I didn't know it was what it
Colton
was.
has been on the Marvel Rivals train for about a month and a half now.
I thought it was just like a fucking, like a cell phone game, because it was so popular. And I don't know why I'm
Yeah.
allergic to cell phone games. Like even when I'm taking a shit, I don't want to fuck. Like the only mobile games I fuck with are like the word scramble games where you have to like they give you like 6 letters and you have to try to make as many words as possible. Shit like that. The great when taking a dump. Great. I don't do the video. Give me a Game Boy, Eddie. And a Game Boy Advance, old school.
Sure.
But and
old
so
school.
I thought that's what this shit was. Like, okay, it's just fucking. And then my little nephew, godson Carlos, is like, dude, it's Overwatch, but with Marvel. I'm like, what? I was like, is it on mobile? No, it's on the fucking PS5. I'm like, what? I'm like, how much is this fucking thing? It's free. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with me? I just started.
Again, your biases keep you back.
They really do. This is
your
I need
video
to
game
talk
biases
to a
hold you
therapist
down
about this. They
You really do. You got to get
Fuck
past
me.
this shit.
I would have been.
You
playing
lost
this
out on
game day
years of Sega and years of PlayStation
one. I did, and
Yeah.
Xbox.
and
And
Xbox.
the-
You
the-
lost out on all this.
All Neo Geo. Not
For
that I had
some
the
sort
money-
of brand
not
loyalty
Not that I
that-
could have afforded a Neo Geo or a TurboGrafx. No,
Dude.
Neo Geo was a super expensive one, right? Neo Geo was a super expensive.
I believe Neo Geo was
Yeah.
like the $9,000
Yes,
system.
Turbo. But yeah, it would do. When I was a kid, I didn't give a fuck. When I was little, Atari,
Yeah.
Coleco, I ain't picking sides.
Yeah.
In television, I ain't mad at nobody.
No.
I want to play it all. And then Legend of Zelda came out, and I was like, fuck it, I'm a crip. Yeah, it just happened. And
Brand loyalty gets you nothing in the world of
Nothing.
video games.
Nothing. Not a goddamn thing. Why can't you just
Not a
love 'em
goddamn
all?
thing.
Save your
Exactly.
fucking money. Enjoy all of it. Right? Save
Yep.
up cash to buy each one. And
Yep.
Holy shit, Marvel Rivals. It is so good. I think I know what's coming. Have you been watching this current season with like the vampire theme?
I haven't been paying close attention. Colton plays it, so I'll peek in and watch for a little bit. But I don't know. I didn't know there was themes going on. Like Fortnite has like storylines. This
They're
has
gonna
like
do the same thing.
storylines.
It's Overwatch would do it too, little seasons and whatever. But oh my god, you got to pay $10 to join, and then you get as you build up your shit, you get exclusive skins and outfits. But
Sure.
one of the missions is like I think it was an escort mission, and
Okay.
Dracula's
You get a hooker.
castle.
You pick up a hooker in Vegas.
Oh yeah. Oh come on.
An escort mission.
You take it. Dracula's castle. They should have really changed that. Shouldn't they have?
Right.
Have done that a little differently?
Yeah,
But-
I mean, it's just like, what is it? You just walk down the street and there's like a line of Latino men giving you flyers, and you just have to pick one.
Yeah, I'll take.
I'll take this one. Let me call up this escort.
And it's on like, okay, what is it? You go into Dracula's castle is like when you
Cool.
die, there's like a respawn point, right?
Yeah.
I died, I respawn, and sitting there in the center of this castle, like over what looks like an altar, just
Yeah.
sitting there chained down and like writhing in agony. Blade.
Ooh.
He's coming. I think he's going to be the next character. I think this little storyline is going to end where Blade gets freed and then he's a playable character for the next round. Oh my god! I was like, "Fuck, that's fucking Blade." I lost.
Is it a good blade?
It's a badass looking blade. It is a fucking. And right now I like an idiot. I was like, well, all right. I want to learn how to play this, so I'll go easy. I'll play Spider-Man. He's the face of the franchise. He's
Sure.
the Mario. He's the Super
Most
Mario.
accessible. Should
He'll
be the
be
most
the-
accessible one. Sure.
Hardest one to learn in the fucking game. I'm like, wait, what the fuck? I got 5 kills. I got a five kill streak in a row with
Not bad.
Spider-Man, which I'll
Not bad.
take it. But I'm doing Spider-Man, Psylocke. They're all tough. Spider-Man, Psylocke, and Black Panther. I didn't realize there were 3 of the hardest ones. And then
Yeah.
Wolverine. I got. Yeah, how could I not? And then for support, I'm a cloak and dagger guy, Eddie. Cloak and daggers in
Wow.
the fucking game.
That's
You've
old.
seen it.
That's
You've
a
seen-
deep pull. Yeah.
Has Colton played his cloak and dagger yet?
I don't think he has yet.
You
He
can
sticks
switch
to.
between them with the punch. Oh, it's so.
Well, it's like
fucking
with
awesome.
the Hulk, you can be Banner with a
Banner
gun
right.
or Hulk. You can. He's usually
cloak-
Hulk.
Yes. Well, what I do if there's a Hulk or a thing, I'm Wolverine because the fastball specials it.
Yeah.
And it's great. They can combo fastball special. It's so much fun. I'm telling you, I'm playing the fucking Marvel Rivals. The Human Tornado #4 on the PSN. If you're out there, and you want to play some Marvel Rivals.
You want some
with
of
me,
the? You want some of
the
that?
Human Tornado #4 right there. We can be friends on PlayStation Network. Eddie, you got anything to geek up? But I'm gonna go finish this and play Marvel Rivals.
All right, vamp for a second. I got to go get it.
Yeah, sure, man. I think that's Blade. I don't know who else I could have been but Blade. And if it's truly, although you would think, why not unleash Blade? But there's 40-something days left in this season, whatever you want to fucking call it. So maybe like at the halfway point when there's like 20 days left, they're like, oh, by the way, here's Blade. He's free. He's out. That would be awesome. So they could still have Blade do the vampire thing. Eddie is back. To those of you not on YouTube wondering what the hell just happened, Eddie is back.
I vamped. You vamped. I had to go get what I'm geeking out about. What happened was I was in Vegas all last week as well. So I had a package delivered to the house right here. Yeah. So we're having, this is going to be a geek out / unboxing.
Box opening. Open box.
A box. I don't know what this is. I don't know.
Stop it. You don't.
It was ordered. It's from Hasbro. But I don't know what figure it is.
So you already know you're going to geek out.
I'm going to geek out. It's a geek out situation. I just don't know what specifically I'm geeking out about.
Unless they fucked up and sent you a Power Ranger, or do you still geek out?
No, I throw it out the door because I don't give a fuck about the Power Ranger.
You don't try to get something, trade it in something if it's a Power Ranger figure.
No, I don't want anyone. If I could eliminate the Power Rangers from the world, I think that would be my part in that, is getting rid of that particular figure so no one else can have it.
I hear you. Okay.
Because I don't understand the Power Rangers.
And then
here we go. Opening up.
To those at home, not on YouTube,
just listening,
generic cardboard box. It's a generic cardboard box. He's ripping open with his bare hands. Doesn't even need a knife or a key to get it started. He just chewed his way through it. Just using his teeth.
Two figures. It's two figures wrapped in this.
Yeah. The newer. I like that better. It's a lot less messy. Oh, his face says it all. If you're not watching us on the Ramble tube, oh my God, it's Warbird. Oh my
Look at that.
God, she is.
We got two of them. We got Bush. That's your Warbird. That's my Warbird.
Oh my! I'm geeking. The double geek.
I'm gonna have them 69 each other.
You better wait a minute. Hold on. Yeah. Guess what? Guess what's appropriate here?
What?
Eddie Money. I think I'm in love. Oh my God.
Oh, they're making out in their boxes. They're making out.
Hold on, man. I think I'm in love.
Can she have it?
Any day of the week, whenever she wanted it.
Look how much
if
she can have
wanted
it. Look at that. Look.
Oh my! And the best part is she looks like she would snap your neck in half if you tried.
Oh, dude.
That's the hottest part about it. Fuck, that's your first.
And you got two different head sculpts. You got one with the eyeballs, and then one with just the whites of the eyes.
Oh, I think I'm gonna go whites in the eyes when I unleash it.
Look at that.
That's too goddamn, it's fucking immaculate.
That's where you're banging her so hard the eyes just roll back.
Just roll back. Is she Undertaker's? Is the Undertaker jizzing every time he did that?
He's absolutely jizzing.
Was that what? That means the Undertaker's got a trunks full of cum right now.
Here we go. Under the leadership of Norman Osborn, Moonstone is recruited to imitate the hero Carol Danvers.
Yeah.
In the malevolent group of Dark Avengers.
Thunderbolts. Oh, Dark Avengers. Yeah, that's right.
Dark Avengers.
Yeah.
Oh man. So
fucking amazing.
That came while I was gone, and we have those.
Freaking amazing. Oh, I love it. Gee,
sold out on Hasbro Pulse. Can't get it on Hasbro Pulse. Sold out.
Because of us. We were the last two. Were we the last two? Did we do it?
We did it.
Let me tell you, man, this Hasbro Pulse shit is just immaculate. What they're coming out with, it's the goddamn golden era. We've said it a billion times before. Now I'm telling you something. If we both get like a surprise, unexpected gig within like the next 15 days, are we getting that fucking HasLab combiner that we'd never heard of?
That's hard to say no to, right?
Leo, whatever his name is, Leo Kaiser Soze, whatever his fucking name is. We have to.
Did you see just what just came out, or it's coming out for G.I. Joe?
Oh, right. I thought that was a joke at first. I saw that. So it's a Dreadnoughts band?
Yeah.
Were they in a band?
I think so.
Look at this. Wow. That's so badass. Look at this. I might have to get that.
There's
might
Zartan.
have to be. Zartan. Is this going to be HasLab or is this going to be...
Yeah, no, this is Hasbro.
Wow. I mean, not HasLab, just regular. That's amazing. I do remember something about the Dreadnoughts being in a band, which somehow made them like a little not as evil.
Yeah.
Don't you know what I mean? Like a
Yeah.
little less.
It softens them a little bit.
You kind of have to you root for him just a smidge. I don't know who's. Fuck.
And how do they rival any '80s hair band for the amount of puss they pull?
I was gonna ask, better than Creed right now without hearing a thing.
Yeah.
If you said the Dreadnoughts,
Just those 4 action figures as is are better than Creed. Make better music than Creed.
Those plastic tiny guitars.
Make better music than Creed.
Better music than Creed. Do you think anything the Dreadnoughts any better than anything Kid Rock's ever done? What would you say? Unheard, just no.
I
question.
farted in the car today, and that's better than anything
Better
Kid
than
Rock's ever
anything
done.
Kid Rock has ever done. Man, he is. I love it, dude. I can't. When are those coming out? The Dreadnought band.
They haven't specified. They haven't
Zartan and
given
the
a release
Dreadnoughts?
date.
How has there never been a band called Zartan and the Dreadnoughts?
I don't know. How do you not make when you're not in your 20s, do you make a band
an 80s
called
cover
Zartan
band,
and the Dreadnoughts?
Right, an 80s cover party band,
Right.
Zartan
And they all dress up like Zartan and the Dreadnoughts and just play 80s tunes.
What else do you need?
80s hair band tunes.
What else is there?
Are you
What
not playing
else
every
is there?
party? Are you not hired for every fucking party?
You're the only cover band to clear millions after your
Yeah.
first year in existence.
You pull more wool than actual real bands.
Yes.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Do you even need it, or do you just play it? Like, do you even have to play your instruments? Could you just play "Girls, Girls, Girls" by Motley Crue and just lip sync it and airplay it, and you're
That's
still
probably all you need. That's probably all you need.
and you're still a hit. You're
still a
the
hit.
hit. Yeah, this is Marvel Rivals, that new Warbird fit. God, the Dark Avengers. This is fucking immaculate. What a geek out session. Now, this is where things might get contentious, ugly, painful. I don't know, but the best around. We're going to try to pick a favorite here between the soundtrack to the movie Aliens, the soundtrack to the movie Predator, and the soundtrack to the movie Terminator 2. Score. Orchestral score.
Oof. Can you give us a little sample? Can you verbally give us a little sample of each one?
Aliens, of course, you kind of have the very simple but effective opening. The bum bum right when the Marines are all waking up, it just kind of has that shrill shit when the title screen's coming up. But right when they find Ripley, that's all great. But then I think the home run is when Ripley rescues the Marines. When Gorman freezes up, and then and then of course the end when she's waiting and Bishop shows up. Fucking they bring it, they call it back.
Yeah, when you don't know if Bishop's going to show up.
Damn you, Bishop! Close your eyes, baby. And then done, and then oh fuck it. That's hard to top.
It's hard to top.
Just because they also call it back at the end when fucking Vasquez dies, when Hudson dies, right? I mean, oh, so fucking good, so fucking good. Now with Predator, come on. You have first you have the funeral. Bum, bum, ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. When Mac begins his meltdown as he's mourning Jesse the body, sitting there with his dead body, and yet Mac's like, okay, he's talking to Jesse's dead body. Some screws might be loose now.
Well, there was a cut scene from. I don't know if there's a cut scene from that movie that didn't make it in the final cut where he actually puts his balls inside of his hollowed out chest cavity.
He cries.
He cries by dipping his balls into Jesse Ventura's hollowed out chest cavity.
And he goes, Daddy likes. That was another ad lib. But then, of course, besides the bum 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 bum, you have the dun 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 dun. Dun dun ba bum ba bum ba da ba da ba da ba da ba da ba da. I mean,
Great.
I mean,
Boom.
whew.
At this point, I think I still give it to Aliens over Predator. I think at this
I
point.
think Aliens is the slight winner, and then
Got
now we
this-
also. Let me tell you this: if it were Predator 2, we're not having this conversation.
No, we're not. That's why it's not in this conversation.
We're not having this because
We're not having this conversation.
the scene, the King Willie death scene alone. Ba-da-da, bum, 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 bum,
That's why we're not having that
bum,
conversation because
bum,
it's not a conversation. It's just a declarative statement.
Right. Now we have
There's no back and
Terminator.
forth.
No. And then dun 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 dun
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Now, bum 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 bum.
Now,
Bum, bum,
let me ask you,
bum,
I'm having trouble recalling the original Terminator. Was any of those overtures in the original Terminator score, or was that all solely from Terminator 2?
I believe just a bum 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 bum. That was Terminator.
That was Terminator. So
It was
that
the
is
same guy.
hinted at.
It was the same
Yeah,
dude
it's
who did both of them. Yeah.
because it's not like you have Empire Strikes Back and you have the Imperial March, and that sort of
Right.
clues
That's
you into
Empire
the
Strikes
Empire.
Back.
But
Right.
that was never, that wasn't in Star Wars.
Right. Yeah.
So that does clue you in to live. That is
I
a little.
think it. You know what? We may have to research this because I don't want to steer anybody wrong. So I'm going to be off camera
Sure.
here.
Okay, you're off camera.
Eddie, and I'm also probably going to have to mute myself. Okay.
Bum,
Because
bum,
I also
bum,
don't. We don't want to get sued. You know what I mean?
No, we can't afford that.
What would happen? So let me just do this real quick to make sure, and I'll be right back. So Eddie, do you mind vamping?
Dun, dun, dun. I'll vamp, sure.
Okay, Eddie, take
Dun,
it.
dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. So I think the other things coming out for it's not just the Zartan band. I think I saw where Sergeant Slaughter's little vehicle. What the fuck is it called? What the fuck is this little vehicle called? The Sergeant Slaughter mobile. What the hell that thing's called?
The Slaughtermobile?
I think the Slaughtermobile is coming out. Look at that.
Oh, I love that fuck. That was my favorite Joe vehicle.
Right?
That was
I
my
think that's
Poontang Alley.
dude.
Poontang Alley.
That's right.
So-
Poontang Alley.
That was in Terminator. But it was like more synthy. It wasn't as
Right.
orchestrated. It was like
Well, because the original Terminator was heavy 80s. It was heavy 80s. There was
Which-
a lot of synth.
I kind of like it better. Is that blasphemous?
Well, it gave it more. It gave it more of that. It gave it more of that 80s like B movie feel
Yes.
of what the original Terminator was, like a B film.
Right.
Like it felt like.
So, oh God! So now the problem with Terminator 2
Yeah.
is that it really dips heavy from part 1.
Yeah. You're pulling a lot
dips
from part
heavy.
1.
Fuck!
But there's just moments when they hit that boom, 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 boom.
Oh.
It just.
Dude, there's as brilliant as Predator and Aliens are.
Yeah.
The best opening is that when
Yeah.
she says it was only a matter of which one would get to John first, and then
Right.
bum 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 bum.
Oh.
Bum. Oh fuck! Da-da-da.
Right?
Oh, da-da-da. All that said, God damn it, I'm still going Aliens.
Okay.
Bum, ba-da-ba-dum, ba-da-ba-dum.
I think I gotta go T2. I think I have to go T2.
T2. Eddie's going Terminator 2. I'm going Aliens. Bum bum bum. But we both agree Predator 2's in this. Not even a game.
Squash match.
They're all
Not
squashed.
even.
They're all squashed. And then we also have to say that if it's just music, then Little Richard, Long Tall Sally, no question, trumps You Could Be Mine.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And Bad to the Bone. And Bad to
Absolutely.
the Bone.
And bad to the bone.
It doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter. However, if it's Young Guns 2,
Oof. Come on.
we're
Why are we even doing this? This goes without saying. All of this goes without saying.
Wake up in the morning and I raise my weary head and get a new coat for. Oh my God! What brilliant!
Oof. Oof.
In the earth was last night's bed.
Oof.
I don't know where I'm going. Only God knows where I've been. Can we do? I hate to do this to us. I'm going to do something to us that probably is very unfair. And by the way, ramble at theramblepod.com. You disagree, let us know. You agree, let us know. If there's
We'll tell you why you're wrong.
Missing.
We'll tell you why you're wrong.
If you think, fuck this, the soundtrack to The Guyver needs to be up there. Okay, talk to us. But let's talk about this. Let's really delve into this, man.
Okay.
Blaze of Glory.
Okay.
Walks into the steel cage.
Uh-huh.
Walking in to take it on.
Sure.
You got the touch. You got the power. Yeah. Stan Bush v. John Bon Jovi. The battle.
It's not even Bon Jovi. It's just John Bon Jovi.
John Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi had nothing to do with this song. This was a John Bon Jovi song.
Stan
not a
Bush
Bon Jovi
versus
song.
John Bon Jovi. I'm gonna.
That's
Can't
tough.
tell you why I think it's You Got the Touch. It's the touch, Stan, but because Blaze of Glory was just end credits.
True. You don't hear it in the song. You don't hear it during the movie because it would feel weird to hear that song during an actual Western. It wouldn't make much sense.
Eddie, do you mind if I correct you? Love you, but I have to correct you.
Okay.
During the greatest Western of all time.
Oh, yeah, my bad. The all-time
greatest.
#1 Western, if not film of all time.
Film of all time.
Young Guns 2. Now, I know in A Knight's Tale, it was set in the medieval times, and they played contemporary music.
And all that shit. It worked. It
worked.
Would that have put Young Guns 2 even higher? Like, what a masterpiece. Look what they did.
I think if you had Young Guns 2, if it's just like, let's finish the game, and then boom, you go right into
Billy, let's finish the game. Bam, bam, bada, bam, 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 bam,
dude.
Bam. Oh. This Scorsese shit his pants. This Kevin Costner shit his pants. Like,
are you watching 30 some odd years later? You watching the final game and the final scene in Endgame when he goes on your left, and then you see all the Avengers come out. And you're like, I've seen this. I've seen better.
Seen better.
I've seen better.
Billy, let's finish the game.
I think you're sitting there. I think I think that would have ruined Endgame. Because you've been like, whatever.
I've already seen this. I've
seen it.
You know what would have been better? You would have been better? Just this one time, Kate, you can ask me about my business. You and the Mafia, Michael? No. And then the door shuts. Wake up in the morning and I raise my weary head.
Now how about this? How about this? You're in Endgame.
Yes.
It's just Captain America standing off against Thanos and his army.
Right.
In the earpiece you hear, let's finish the game.
Oh.
And fucking Falcon flies out.
Biggest pop ever? Biggest pop ever. Falcon flies out carrying Kiefer Sutherland as Doc. What the fuck is happening?
I know 2 people in that movie. They're standing up screaming. I know 2 people that are applauding and losing their minds while everybody else is sitting there confused.
You know what I think would have been better? Captain Marvel shows up, does the damage she does, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Almost saves the day, but when Thanos gets the better of her, more of his army shows up that we didn't know about, right?
Okay.
And as they're all about to go in for the kill, all of a sudden they all just start grabbing their throats and dropping dead. And there's Lou Diamond Phillips on the spirit horse, just riding around. I mean, chopping. If all the Young Guns came out in Avengers.
And then there at the end, when old Captain America's sitting there giving the shield to
Yes.
Sam Wilson, old
Pals.
Billy the Kid is sitting next to old Captain America. And he's handing Sam Wilson his 6-shooter.
Wait a minute, Sonny. You're not quite ready to go off yet. Here you go. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. The fucking Young Guns 2 cast showed up. Whew. You know who you would
Better
all you would
movie.
really need, though? You know all you'd really need? All you'd really need?
Yeah.
On your left,
Yeah.
Ralph Macchio, post Outsiders, comes walking out. Who stopped him? Who stopped? Ralph
Right.
Macchio was like Hulk Hogan back then.
Right.
He was
Right.
the devil didn't beat him.
No.
No martial arts expert
Unstoppable.
beat him. He was Ralph Macchio. We just
Maybe
could not
the only way to make that better, Ralph Macchio riding Teen Wolf. Teen Wolf's in a full gallop.
just
He's got Ralph Macchio has him saddled up, and he's riding him into battle.
and number 45 from Teen Wolf comes running out. The guy-
Francis comes running
No,
out.
not Francis. The other guy, the redheaded guy who had the one who had like that 50-point triple double. If you really watch that final game, that dude grabs every rebound, every putback. That guy had like a 75-point triple double. That number 45 in Teen Wolf. If he comes trotting out, that's it. That's it. It's over. It's over. Oh, we just made Endgame so much better.
So
as
much,
good as it
so
was.
much better.
And now, the fingerblast song of the day. Eddie, you ready for one? You ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Now,
Yeah.
my pick is a dangerous pick because it could easily lead to full-on boinking.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful.
And I want your take on this.
Okay.
But it's many guys have come to you with a line that isn't true and you pass them by. Know that one, right? I don't
Yeah.
even know a song to sing. All I know is la 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 me. I love you. Is that finger banging or is that full on boinky point? I mean,
You gotta be careful. You gotta be
you
careful.
have to be careful, but I go Delphonics. La la means I love you. I think I'm putting that in. I think it's so you got to be careful that I think it belongs in the Hall of Fame of finger banging music.
Yeah.
Because it's
Yeah.
so good that it could easily lead to the other thing. So what
Sure.
what do you think it counts? Does it qualify?
I think it counts. I think we gotta be careful though. I think there's gotta be some parameters set up. There's gotta be some safeguards put in so you don't go into a full bang.
Because it's if you're careful, if you're not careful, then it just becomes Dan Dierdorf describing a fumble, right? Like that ball's changed hands 5 or 6
Several
times
times.
down there.
There's some biting going on.
Yeah, there's some biting going on down there. Oh, what's yours?
Oh.
But I would like to put in the Delphonics. La la means I love you.
Okay.
Finger blast.
I'm nominating for the Finger Blast Hall of Fame. Skid Row's "I Remember You."
Oh God. Dream yesterday. I
wanna hear you say,
you.
"I remember you."
Oh God.
I want to finger myself right now.
I
to be
do.
honest.
I would. Man, we'd be fingering each other.
Oh, absolutely.
Right? If we were
in
right-
the same room together right now,
I
playing
mean-
that song.
That has to. I
remember you. Oof.
mean, because you, Eddie, listen to the. First of all,
Yeah.
does Bob Dylan have anything on "Woke Up to the Sound of Pouring Rain"?
No.
The wind would whisper, and I'd think of you. All the tears
No.
you cried that call my name.
Wow.
I
Wow.
mean, come on.
Wow.
Right?
I paint a picture of days gone by.
Oh.
What?
Oh.
What?
And then.
When love went blind and you would make me see?
Oh, I stare a lifetime into your eyes. Is this the greatest chorus ever? Remember yesterday, walking hand in hand, love letters in the sand. I remember you. And through the sleepless nights, But that's another one you got to be careful.
You gotta be careful.
Because I think we have both the ones that we've put in they're dangerous.
Dangerous.
finger blast
Dangerous.
songs.
You got to really have your technique down, where it won't lead to
And-
anything else.
And your willpower.
You got your willpower and your technique.
It. Oh, God.
You can't get sloppy. You can't get lazy. Next thing you know, you're boinking.
Either one. Either one.
Either
you're
one.
a world of hurt.
You got to stay focused
in
about
a
the
world
task
of
at hand.
Yes.
Mhm.
Ugh. Ugh. Well, man, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go finger blast all these tonight. I think. What other choice do we have? But man, what a damned ramble. We want to thank you for tuning in. I had a blast, Eddie. I hope you had a damn good time.
I had a finger blast.
Yeah. Subscribe to the Ramble, 5-star rating, positive text review. Spread the word. Tell your buddies. Thank you for listening to the Ramble, a Poderation podcast. You know where to find us. You know where to love us. Do it until Friday with our next Ramble Radio. Take care, everybody. Have a good one. Bye now.
Oh.
Ooh, just clean.
There it is.
Just clean. Yeah, we solved Endgame. Like, it was just like we.
And you know what? And we owe it all to those lyrics for even putting Young Guns 2 into our heads for this episode.
Rock Wildcat 626. Just
For dropping that lyric of finishing the game.
Just finishing the game. We're like, oh, of course, Young Guns 2.
Of course, Young Guns 2
Billy,
should
let's
be in every
finish the
conversation of any discussion of cinema should be a requirement that Young Guns 2 is involved.
And we're quoting Tarantino left and right. Nobody quotes Billy. Let's finish the game.
Right.
Yeah, you sure? You sure you're okay with not quoting?
Billy, let's finish the game.
Oh, I will finish the game, Doc.